your first question about the iPhones and sort of Apple
smartphones,
mobile devices is not just a rumour. There is an issue at the moment, and I say at the moment because it's something we are discussing with Apple. And when I was recently in Silicon Valley, it's an issue I raised as well, and they are looking at it actively. I explained a little about what the issue is, and it's only generated by the fact that we want to make the process as simple as possible. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean you can, for part of the process, you'd still be able to use an Apple iPhone, but for the process that may not require you to send in any documentation at all to prove your identity, that currently as it stands wouldn't work on an iPhone because of their own because of the iPhone software. And what that is in particular is that, as I said earlier, we want to make it as simple as possible. And so that might mean someone who then needs to prove their identity, if they have, as you know, all European passports because they can be used in e-gates and things, they have essentially have a chip in them that gives holds ID information, including photographs and other information. And with a non-Apple phone, in most cases you'll be able to have an app. You can download an app which will be able to put your passport next to your phone, and it will be able to download that information, send it to us straight away through the app, and then you'll take a picture of yourself, a selfie, and I'm sure you've done that many times. And even though you're technophobic, I'm sure you've done that. And then you take your selfie and you download that too, and it will match that with the information it's downloaded from the chip, put it together, and it will confirm your ID electronically. And then you don't, in that case, to confirm your ID, you have to send in nothing. And if you said you've been working in the UK for 10 years, you've given your national insurance number, we check that against, say, HMRC records, and so you don't have to send in anything. It's all done electronically. Now, we'd obviously like that to work for anyone, whatever smartphone device that they've got, but what we don't control is obviously their own software, their hardware, but we are trying to work with them. But at the moment, there is an issue. That's an important point, just to be very clear because this will probably come up later today in Parliament, to be really clear about it, is that everyone, whatever smartphone you got, you can use you apply online. But if you to use this chip checker app, it only works on certain phones, and that's got nothing to do with government. But if you have it, that's your sort of icing on the cake, makes it even smoother. But everyone will be able to use an online process.